Hi guys, it's Debbie from What's Mama Cooking For Us. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. And today we are just going to make something so simple and so easy, but oh so delicious. I'm just going to take all my prepped stuff that I have, put it in my crock pot and just let it slow cook. And we're going to get a delicious soup and broth if you want to use some of this for just broth or just for the soup in general. So what I have here is just a piece of chicken that it's one breast that I had from another meal I made. I got some ditalini that I needed to use up, and I just put the time right on the bag so that I can remember 10 minutes. I got some mixed vegetables, my frozen carrots, some celery, some garlic, onion, parsley, a whole bunch of seasonings, bay leaf, onion powder, garlic powder, hot pepper flakes, salt and pepper, and a little thyme. And we're just going to put all this in the crock pot, set it and forget it. Simple, easy, and so delicious. Okay, so I got my insert to my crock pot, and we're just going to pop the chicken in. And sometimes I like to chop that up so then I don't have to do that when I'm making a meal like that, but I'm just going to put the carrots, simple chopped carrots that I keep in my freezer. These are some onions I meal prepped just for the week. A couple cloves of garlic. Some celery. Now this is just for the actual broth. That's my homemade fresh thyme that I dried myself from my garden. And we're gonna put this parsley in. Maybe we don't need all that. And the stems because it's very flavorful. We'll put a bay leaf or two because they're small. Garlic powder. Onion powder. My red pepper flakes. You guys know I love my red pepper flakes. They make everything better. A lot of pepper. And some salt, of course. And that's it for the stock. We're just going to put water in here and get this started. And then we'll add the other ingredients. More celery, the mixed vegetables, and more onions. Because I want those in my soup in nice pieces and chunks. This is just for the flavor. So I'm filling this completely to the top with water. And what I wish I had was some crushed tomatoes, but I thought I had a can, but I guess I don't. So, or you could use tomato paste, any type of tomato product. And yeah, just get that all stirred up and just set it on. I'm going to set it on mine for 2 hours, and then we'll see, you know, how tender the chicken is, and then it might go for about 4 hours total. So let's get this on and we'll start the next step. Okay, so now this is my aroma cooker, and guys, I have a playlist. I'll leave it right up above here for recipes for my aroma cooker. And what you do is just hit your menu button, or power button, sorry. And then you hit the menu till you go around. You can do rice, brown rice, slow cook, and it already sets at 2 hours. So I just let that go at 2 hours, and then I may have to set it again for another 2 hours. And so about 4 hours, and you'll have a delicious broth, or you can just use this as broth, put it in your freezer, can it, or in baggies, anything you want, and keep it in your freezer for when you're making soups. Oh, I forgot the Knorr's chicken bouillon. Let me get that. And hang on. Okay, so this is the Knorr's chicken bouillon. I'm going to take about a tablespoon of that and just sprinkle that around. And then I'll stir that up. So you could use any chicken, a couple of legs, some wings, the little pieces that you break off when you know, some with the little fat on it that you don't use in a recipe. I keep them in my freezer. so that I can use them for things like this. So it doesn't have to be just one chicken breast. It could be whatever chicken you have. But I'm not putting a lot of chicken in this. That's mainly just for the flavor. It's going to be more of a vegetable soup, but we get some of that chicken flavor and a couple bites of chicken. Kind of like, Campbell's chicken soup. Okay, but yeah, so we'll just set this and forget it. Okay, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. Chicken floated to the top. And what you can do now is take out like the parsley and the olives, the garlic and stuff like that if you want to. But you don't have to. So I've never really cooked my noodles in with my soup. I always like to cook it separate. But I'm going to try it in my crock pot. That was a cup of noodles. We're going to put in more onions because I love onions. More celery. Like I said, you could take all those items out, strain them out, and then about a half a bag of these vegetables. So I chunked up the chicken, nothing special, just in little chunks. And they'll probably shred up because, that's what they do when they break up. But, yeah, so need some tomato products. But the flavor is delicious. And I started to say earlier, you can take all that stuff out from the beginning and start fresh with like a clear broth. But I have some playlists. I'll list them above here so you can go check them out, how to make stock, and my other chicken soups, and different things in that playlist. I'll leave that above. But yeah, we're going to see how long, about 2 hours, I think. I Googled the noodles, so we'll see. And I usually like to keep mine separate because I don't like them to turn to mush. So you can make yours on the stove separately and then just put a little in your bowl and then some of the broth over the top. I did give it a taste, guys. The seasonings are perfect. It's a little spicy because I put that hot pepper flake in there, but I like mine like that. So, if you're sick, this will be perfect, and it's so good for you. Chicken noodle soup is the best for you when you're sick. And I'm going to put some fresh parsley in at the end. It's only been a half hour and the noodles are done. Look at that. Beautiful. So I'm going to let it go another half hour, but, just to keep the flavors going, and I'm not ready to eat yet. But it only took a half hour for those little dentellini pastas. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. I like to put a little pepper on mine. Just a tiny bit. And a little Parm cheese. Of course, I'm making a mess all over my board for my picture. And a little parsley. And look at how beautiful that looks. Let me take my thumbnail and I'll be right back, guys, for the bite. All right, the only thing you need now is a hunk of Italian bread. And this looks amazing, guys. I like a lot of celery, so if you don't, just put a little less. I like big chunks of celery and carrots and stuff. Let's give it a bite. Oh, oh, delicious. Let's see the chicken. Look at this, guys. Ooh. So good. I hope you guys give this a try. It's so simple. It's so easy. So it only took 3 hours to cook. And in the meantime, I did some other meal prep type stuff, chopping vegetables, I did some garlic. I'll leave a link above, a playlist on my prepping videos, how I prep. I don't really do like meal prepping per se, like, but I individually prep all my stuff so it's easy for me to put together a meal like we did this one. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thank you for taking time out, you know, to watch. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Hopefully we got some good weather coming soon. Look at this delicious soup. Oh my goodness. All right, be blessed, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, also guys, I was telling you can store this in your fridge for a few days, or you could actually store it in your freezer in one of these containers, or any container you have, and then just put some extra broth and leave a little room for so when it freezes. And these make up perfect little lunch or dinner anytime. Pull it out when you want a nice hot cup of soup, and it's delicious and easy.